Hey everyone, this is Keyblade007, and we got the second half of the first anniversary event quest. Quests 16 through 30 now available. The second half of the anniversary event quest is now available. Check them out on the event quest page so you can clear them and get more jewels. It's 1,000. So we're going to jump right in. We last left off here with Behemoth. Now we're starting Colossal Creatures Part 16. Objectives: defeat all enemies in one turn. We've upgraded from your cruddy lower versions of the Chippendales, which I still like to get, to the 6-star versions, along with plain XP medals and 6-star moogles. So we want to defeat all enemies in one turn, complete what I have to continue, and use 3 or more specials. Not that hard. Large armor, level 97. As you know, I'm going to read any story parts out loud. A giant monster? Nah. I ain't seen anything fitting that description in at least a couple of days. I'll stay and guard this area while you look. Okay, so we gotta do 3 specials. Here's 1. Leaves just enough health for 2. And 1 guy left. So 3, and Nova. That was easy. These anniversary quests are easy. There's your screenshot, like I said, Moogle, Red Huey Plane, and your 6-star. There doesn't seem to be any more Heartless here. Make your way to the underworld. Why are we using a portal when it's in the same world? Just go through that door. Okay, Colossal Creatures Part 17. Defeat all enemies in one turn. Now we get a Dale. Complete what I have to continue. Louis Plane. Open all treasure chest. Moogle. Defender level 99. So this one you want to go each different part. There's going to be Heartless guarding it. There's going to be a treasure chest on each of the wings. There's like 4, I think. It's 1 because you got to get every box. That's 3 treasure chests. These flipping dogs. 1 right there. 4. That was a little hidden. 1 down here. That's 5. I think that's all of them. Just to double check. I'll fast forward this part. Yep, that's all of them. About 5. Here's your screenshot. You get your Moogle, your Louis Plane, and your Dale. Alright, moving on to part 18. Defeat all enemies in one turn. Complete what I have to continue. And deal 30 or less hits. This time we have a Chip, a Dewey Plane, and a Moogle. Armored Knight, level 101. So in this one I gotta be careful not to do too many hits. So I'm not gonna be really using specials too much. We gotta do less than 30, so it's 2, 3 hits. Kyrie's gonna help me a lot because she's a single hitter that always deals that big amount of damage. And she's AoE. So that's 6 hits. Gotta keep under 30. 9, 10, 11, 12. And there's your boss. So I did it within 12 hits, and the Nova will count as another hit, so that's 13 hits. Here's a screenshot of your rewards. You get your Moogle, your Dewey Plane, and your Chip. Moving on to part 19. Now we have defeat the target enemy within 1 turn. You get a Dale, complete what I have to continue, Red Plane, and complete within 45 seconds, Moogle. So we have a time trial, but this time trial you don't have to defeat all enemies in one turn, which I originally thought when I did this myself. So we're going to rush to the last guy as fast as we can and avoid every enemy that we can avoid. Hook bat level 103. Let's go. So it's really easy when you actually just avoid everyone. If you fought everyone like I stupidly did, it will take you 42 seconds. And here's your screenshot of your rewards. Get your Moogle, your red Huey plane, and your Dale. And we have a little story clip on this one, and it's another raid boss type of fight. Colossal Creatures Part 20. Defeat the guard armor, you get a chip. Complete would have to continue, you get a Louis plane, and complete within 4 turns, you get a lovely Moogle, because, you know, we don't have enough money in this game by now. Guard armor level 105. He's not hard. He has a lot of health, but he's a low level, so it doesn't really matter. I usually one-turn him, even though he has up 2 defense, general, and 25 bars of health extra. He's going to go down real fast. First we debuffed him, then we general defense down him ourselves. Even without my sick Nova, you can still do a lot. I didn't even get to my last 2 attacks, so he's not hard. Alright, here's your screenshot. You get your Moogle, you get your Louis plane, and you get your chip. You help this world, but another world needs your help. Of course it does. Bloop. So as I said, that was pretty easy. You get a bunch of Chip and Dales, the higher level ones from this. That's a nice set. And if a raid boss appears, which it always does, it seems to always be in the world that you last did now. So that's pretty cool. I didn't think that was like that in the old days. If it was, I just never noticed. Part 21. Defeat all enemies in 1 turn. We get a Dale. Complete would have to continue. Dewey plane. 500 or more Lux. Then we're caring about our Lux, but you know what that means. Just 1 turn, everyone. Moogle. Armored Archer level 107. So we're in Beauty and the Beast world now.
I'm hearing strange noises from the castle. I wonder what's going on in there.
My Chirithi impression, that's awesome, because we don't really know what it would sound like too much. We have to 1 turn everyone, so we gotta make sure nobody escapes. This map is pretty small. There's no one down here, just a treasure chest. And that's it, there's your final guy right there. Nice. Here's a screenshot of your rewards: Moogle, Dewey plane, and a Dale. Moving on to part 22. Defeat all enemies in 1 turn. You get a chip. We would have to continue. Huey plane, and equip the Lady Luck Keyblade for a Moogle. Wizard level 109. So we have to switch to the Lady Luck. Have this great build. I love the new switching system with the Keyblades now. You just click that little thing and choose from the list instead of swap, swap, swap back and forth. So much easier. It just doesn't show your builds, but it's still really handy. Okay, so everything has to die. Simple enough. This time there's a guy in the corner. This is the same map from the last one. Yep, same exact map, I think. But very similar. And your screenshot is right here, Moogle, Huey Plane, and a chip. Moving on to part 23. Defeat all enemies in one turn, you get a Dale. We would have to continue. You get a Louis Plane, and deal 25 or more hits for a Moogle. So this time we have to deal more hits. White Rose level 111. So I'm going to stick with the Lady Luck Keyblade loadout. Alright, so there's 5. 10 hits, because they each deal 5. 15. 20. No one over here. There should be a hidden enemy right there. And that's 25. And yeah, we did our 25 hits, so we could just finish these guys off the old-fashioned way. Nova. Here's a screenshot, Moogle, Louie in a plane, and your Dale. Okay, we're up to part 24. We're almost done already. Defeat all enemies in one turn, you get a chip. We would have to continue, Dewey Plane, and trigger the skill attack boost 1. Fun, because, you know, we love using old skills like that. Moogle, Blue Rhapsody, level 113. I swapped to my Stroke of Midnight, because everything here has attack boost 1 except for Belle and Beast. These enemies are that weak, so we could survive with this. A little story thing right here.
Please come quickly. There's a giant spider in the ballroom. I'm afraid it's going to hurt someone.
Got our attack boost 1 to trigger. Now it's just murder everything, and we're done. Gonna fast forward from here on out, because there's nothing else we have to do. Screenshot of your rewards, Moogle, Dewey Plane, and chip. If that last thing was any indication, our next enemy is going to be a giant spider. The Savage Spider, to be clear. Part 25. Defeat the Savage Spider, you get a Dale. Complete without to continue, you get a Huey Plane. Complete within 3 turns, you get a Moogle. So we have 3 turns to kill this thing. I love how it had the webbing and everything when it said the target. It was cool. So he doesn't even have a lot of health compared to the last guy. And his level is only a little bit higher, so it's not much to deal with. Dead. Screenshot, Moogle, Huey, Dale.
Good work, kiddo. Now let's skedaddle back to Daybreak Town.
Alright, so that was easy. We have 5 quests left, part 26. We're going back to Daybreak Town now. Defeat all enemies in one turn, you get a chip. We would have to continue, you get a Louie, and open old treasure chest. We gotta do that again, you get a Moogle. Red Gummy Copter, level 117. We have Mickey here, so let's talk to him.
Thanks for coming back, pal. They're still heartless around, and I could use your help defeating them, haha.
I gotta add the haha to everything he says, just to be funny. There's a box right here. There should be a Copter Fleet guarding another one, but he's weak, so don't worry about him. 2 boxes. 3 boxes. Nothing else around that one. Swing around. Yep, 3 seems to be the magic number. Here's your screenshot, Moogle Louie chip. And we move it on to 27. Defeat all enemies in one turn, Dale. Would have to continue, Dewey. Collect all materials, I hate these. Moogle. Large body 119, so collect the sparkly bits, guys. It's time for a treasure hunt. Well, not really, because we're not going after treasure chests, but it's funny to say. So, let's make sure we hit all the tree-like areas. There's a guy over here. Get some sparkly bits. It's good to do it side by side. You could do this side first of the path, then you do the path, so you make sure you don't miss any. Check over here. We got a copter fleet over here. It's much easier to gather materials like this once everyone's dead. Because then you're like, oh, did I miss anything? Then I get paranoid and I go back and I look around. Oh, there's a treasure chest right there you could barely see. And that's it, not too bad. Here's a screenshot of your rewards, Moogle, Dewey, Dale. Part 28. Defeat all enemies in one turn, you get a chip. Complete without having to continue, you get a Huey. And deal 45 or less hits. So again, we have a limit. You get a Moogle. Neo Shadow level 121. So there's not a lot of enemies, so you don't have to worry about the 45 hits too much. You can kill something in like your first couple medals, you should be good, because there's only 3 or 5 sets of enemies, and if you AoE them, this is only 15, so that's 3 sets of enemies. Yeah, just, okay, there's 4. 16 hits, that's it. Here's a screenshot, Moogle Huey chip. Moving on to part 29, we're almost done with this thing. Defeat all enemies in one turn, you get a Dale, we have to continue Louie, and equip the Starlight for a Moogle, bag of jewels 1, 2, 3. So all we gotta do here is just kill everything. There's a nice set of enemies going straight to the back here. This is a pretty simple mission, so I'm just gonna fast forward it.
Harry, there's a giant heartless over there.
And it doesn't look too happy neither. Here's a screenshot, Moogle Louie Dale. Okay guys, part 30, this is the final one. We got the Gummy Hound back, level 125. We gotta defeat it, and you get 1,000 jewels. We would have to continue, you get a Dewey, and complete within 5 turns, you get a cool title. Let's go. Swap back to the Rose. Let's kill this thing. Finish up this little story. Okay, so it has a 35 counter on it, meaning you have to kill it within 35 hits or it's going to do a big damage to you. we will definitely be able to do that. It is not that strong even at 28 extra health bars. And this should finish it off. Here's a screenshot of your rewards. You get your title, your Dewey, and your 1,000 jewels. And your title is of the year.
Gosh, thanks to you, pal, we've defeated all the Heartless. Goofy and Donald shouldn't have any problems finding the gummy ship now.
And that means we're going home.
Yep, there's no darkness left to take over the ship.
Thanks, Exodus.
Thanks, Exodus.
Have a safe trip, fellas. Ha!
There they go. Whoosh.
My friends wouldn't have been able to get home without you. Thanks again for your help. Ha! We can't let our guard down, though. Darkness can appear anywhere. That's why we Keyblade wielders have to get rid of it for good. Are you with me, pal? Uh-huh.
What you thinking about? You finally realize the responsibility you have as a Keyblade wielder. Then what? Oh, you finally listened to your heart, didn't you?
And that ends that little story. Alright, thanks for watching, guys. Hope this guide helped you out. Peace out till next time.